Goku looks so fucking cool. There's no reason for me not to play him.
I got called a name and then insulted for using my extra large control.
So like honestly, I'll be real with you. I'm about to go try hard mode on this demo build.
Whoa! Called him out!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Paozu Arcade with our very special guest, Super Noon. What up, man?
What up, guys? What's going on? What's up?
Not a whole lot, man. It's been a pretty good Tuesday so far. Pretty good week overall, too.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
I say a whole lot for Dragon Ball FighterZ news. I'll fucking say that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. Like, we've got almost like a week's worth of backlogging to catch up with, on top of things that have been happening as of almost today, I guess, too. Yeah. But yeah, man, how you doing? We're finally getting you on the show. You've been having an amazing run in the game as well as other games that you've played in the past, but you are really kind of coming into your own and shining in Dragon Ball FighterZ. How are you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm just trying to always play, get better. You know what I'm saying? Just always go through the motions. Never stop learning. That's the motto.
That's a good mindset to have. A lot of people could learn to, to maybe mimic that a little bit. I just wanted to get it out there, let people know who you are, introduce yourself, what's your origin story as far as fighting games, even Dragon Ball. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, what's your origin story with Dragon Ball,
All right. Well, I'm from LA, Los Angeles, California, born and raised. I started playing fighting games around when I was 10 years old with like Marvel 2 was like the first game I saw in an arcade. And then I always just kept around, I just kept up with like random games like on the internet, and then like Twitch became big, and then I saw like a Marvel 3 tournament, and then so like right when I went to Super Arcade for the first time, like I just started playing games forever. Like I haven't stopped. So shout outs to Super Arcade and everybody. Yeah, I played Marvel 3 the entire time, played Infinite, and now I'm here with Dragon Ball. Yeah.
From the LA scene, eh? That's fucking that's cool, man. We've definitely come a long way, and now we're here arriving at this game, Dragon Ball FighterZ, to where we all culminate into some weird shape or form to what makes up the Dragon Ball FighterZ FGC.
Yeah, I mean, like we talk about it nonstop, but like it's just disciplines from all over the FGC in the world enjoying this game. And so you coming from a Marvel background, I know a lot of people were wondering what are the Marvel players going to do in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then like I want to say like you and Chris G just immediately burst on the scene and are already like within the discussion for top 5 in America.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's just fantastic. It's been an awesome ride so far, and you recently just got picked up.
Yeah.
In our GE Sports. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It's pretty sick. I still can't believe it, but we're here.
Oh yeah, they buy you a big house yet? You riding around the Range Rover?
Not yet. Later on.
How are they treating you? Are they like feeding you?
Yeah, we're eating good. We're definitely eating well. Marvel players out here eating good, man. I must say so.
Finally.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not all the Marvel players make it out, but we definitely did. So.
No, man, that's cool, dude. Like, I'm glad you got you're getting that opportunity, and I'm glad they're treating you good.
They're like, we're out here rolling blunts on people's head like Rihanna at Coachella. It's the best.
We haven't reached that level yet.
Living.
It's okay. One day, man. One day.
Yeah, one day we'll get there. Oh.
But it's great that that they gave you the opportunity to shine even brighter, and you get to go to a lot more tournaments. I assume. I imagine we'll see you at things such as Texas Showdown.
Yeah.
You said you were going to Super TSB.
Yeah, I'll be at Super TSB this week. I'll be at Texas Showdown next week, and I'll be at Combo Breaker after that.
Yo, man, you're gonna be a busy dude.
Yeah, we're going places, man.
That's awesome, though. I know a lot of people want to have that kind of schedule, but what's that like, really? Like, you're brand new to it, and now you've got 3 tournaments that would you even go to those normally, like on your own dollar?
Combo Breaker this year was 100%. Like, I can't miss this tournament. But let's say Texas Showdown or like TSB, probably not. I wouldn't have paid for it myself. But yeah, now that I'm going and I have the opportunity and stuff like that, I'm definitely about it. So I'm
Absolutely
gonna
life
practice.
changing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I never would have thought about it because it's something I've always talked about with my mom, where it's like she would always ask me like, why do I keep doing this or something like that? If like there's, I'd have to pay to get places, and I'm like, at some point, I'm not gonna have to pay for anything. So like, just being able to do this feels mad good for my mom because she always believed in me. So
You know, what's funny is I had a similar conversation with my mom as well recently. She said, "Why do you do this? You're ruining your life." And I was like, "Well, I love this shit. I fucking love it." It's like you just turned 30.
What are you gonna show for that shit,
And
son?
I was like, "Hey, man, it's not my fault. Student loans are so tough on a guy."
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm glad, and it is very interesting to see the contrast of how that dynamic has changed over the times, right? How like the parent relationship with people who are really into trying to get into competitive fighting games or even anything competitive with video games in general is like getting more accepted, right? Because there's more opportunities as opposed to you just looking like you're wasting your life according to your
Your mom.
elders or your parents and shit like that.
yeah,
Because that is definitely a thing that happens.
yeah,
I don't know about too much now. I'm sure it still does, but it's got to be a lot easier pill to swallow.
I don't know,
yeah,
man. Like, you still gotta tell your parents, like, Mom, I'm going to Chicago so I can play
yeah,
Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Okay?
Like
It's
this,
big
like
money.
last week when everything got announced, I like called my mom and told her like, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
going to New York, then Texas, and then Chicago in a
Mhm.
month. And she was like, "What the hell's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's
That's
finally
cool,
happening."
man.
But check this
So,
out, Chris.
What's
How
up?
many moms know what Dragon Ball is? There's a big difference.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
that
true.
that's true.
Yeah, like I know my mom knows what Dragon Ball is. She's always asking me what's up with fighters, and I'm like, you know
Mhm.
what?
What's good with fighters?
She's making me feel
Nice.
like I'm a fraud. She's like, you don't know what the new news of fighters is, and I'm like, I just woke up, Mom. Fuck, I'm a dad now. I gotta take care of my
Whoa.
daughter.
Word on the street, you can't take Dragon Rush,
Can
bitch.
you react to Dragon Rush?
Yeah. Hell no. Hey,
That's
she'll
another
answer it
episode
for you. She answers it for
entirely.
you. She
Yeah.
comes in, hey, Chris, can you take Dragon Rush? And then she comes in, oh hell no.
I got those reactions, Mom. Got them old man hands. Nah, like but yeah, it's cool. Like, parents are being more supportive, and like I think this is almost like the perfect game for it because like a lot of parents who watch their kids grow watching TV probably know what Dragon Ball is, so they're just like,
Mhm.
oh, there's a damn game you can make money off of with this. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so exciting news for you. And on top of that, Summit of Power is happening in June, and you were just recently made eligible because you're
Yeah.
top 8 placing, top 3 placing in NCR.
hmm
Excuse me. And so you've opted in, and you've got a campaign going. You want people to vote you in as one of the. I believe they're going to vote in 5 people.
Yeah.
For,
I believe it's
Summit of
fine.
Power.
Yeah. Yeah. Through
5,
the
yeah.
voting
So
process.
5 people for Summit of Power. I gotta say, off the top of my head, man, you are easily one of the shoo-ins for that vote.
I
I don't want
hope
to
so.
jinx. I don't want to jinx
I
it.
hope
Sorry,
so.
don't
Yeah.
don't let this be the Hell Pockets jinx because everybody wants to just screw me over. But I think you are easily one of the most exciting people to watch in Dragon Ball FighterZ today, and it would be an absolute tragedy if you didn't make it in.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I don't know. I never try to think so highly of myself like that, but I hope I can make it in, and I hope the people want to see me make it in. And yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff I got coming, so they should be on the lookout for that. So it should be good, and I hope they support me, and I can put on a show.
So why should they vote for you though?
Why
Like,
should they
what are
vote
you
for me?
gonna give them
Hmm.
over, say, Orochi Fame, who is also a favorite of mine to go in?
Orochi Flame. I think what is lacking a lot nowadays is people don't really know what like fighting games are. They don't
Mhm.
know. A lot of people don't know how to play fighting games. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say it.
give it
Yeah,
to him. Yes.
yeah. A lot of
I knew
people
it was
don't
on the
know how
tip
to
of
play
your
fighting.
tongue.
Yeah, a lot of people definitely don't know how to play fighting games out here.
Y'all can't play.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of
Including
people
the
in the
goons. Y'all can't play.
yeah, a lot of people in the opt-in. I'm not gonna say names because I'm not like
Uh,
that. But definitely, a lot of
mm,
people can't play. There's probably only like 5 people there
mm,
who can actually play. But I'll let people decide who that is. But
Damn.
mm.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I would say like for how young I am, I'm definitely one of the best fighting game players in DBFZ right now. Like, I know how to play. A lot of the decisions I make, I know, like, because I see a lot of people just calling me dumb and stuff like that, and they don't understand why I do certain things. But it's like I willingly know that they're dumb, and I know that I'm playing someone smart, so I do dumb things and they work. You know, so it's like counterintuitive in a sense. It's like
I'm
I know.
so proud.
It's like I know what you know that I know, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Like you think I'm scared, but I'm not. You know, and that's why like playing with someone like Reynald is mad good because it just makes me better. Makes me believe in myself more and like being able to read someone way better. So yeah, like definitely you'll just get 100% like top level play. I mess up a lot, so that's always exciting. You know, you get those like random hype moments too. Yeah, I'm definitely just an exciting player. I think all around. A lot of people don't have personality too. Like no one gets excited when they win anymore. Like I feel like there's not a lot of passion.
Yeah, I feel like you had a child when you beat Chris G at NCR. Like a little baby that came out.
Dropped it on the floor, dude.
Yeah.
It was that, and when you beat Mike Muscles Murphy, like
oh
you
yeah.
like shook the floor, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People nowadays, I feel like they're proud, but they don't want to show it. I don't understand why. It's like if I'm excited, I'm gonna let you know I'm excited. You know, like people just get salty and like go sit in the back and complain. It's like if you're excited, you just want. You don't gotta sit there and be quiet. Like definitely let everyone know you're excited. And like yeah, like and I always represent my peoples. You know, like how you said when I beat Mike. Like definitely, I heard NorCal talking, so I had to show him what's good. You know. Yeah.
You found the secret Discord where they're all talking shit. Because you know it exists. You know that shit exists.
Possibly. There might be a Discord.
We're the greatest in the world. They just don't know it yet.
Anime
Just wait till I unleash this option select.
Someone's out there trying to figure out how to tech Dragon Rush.
Oh my god. Yeah, man, we were talking some good shit because NorCal represents NorCal. We got a ride, but you know, you shut us down, and I was like, you know what? That's good shit. He definitely earned it. You know, the pop off was amazing. I was like, oh, thank God he popped off because if you just walked away quietly, I'm like, man, fuck this guy. He's gonna take our money and leave like that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely feel like if like you want to feel represented at an event, like I definitely feel like whenever I'm playing and people are just like tweeting me like, yo, hope you well, or like hope you suck or whatever, it's just like all that energy, like no matter what it is, it just helps me play better and I feel like way more accomplished because I feel like for me playing it feels good winning and doing well and placing and all that stuff, but like when I can make someone else happy just off of playing a game, it just makes me feel even better. So it's just like I feel like I represent people pretty well.
Good, man. I mean, you're a great candidate for that, you know. You also got a great team for that. Now, the question is, are you sticking with this team? Because like we just got word of a new character coming out.
Where
guy that likes to drop like everything and pick up a new character, or are you just like, let me let somebody else figure that out for me first?
It's a mix. Like if the character is good enough to the extent where I can play him off of fundamental, or I can play the character off of like fundamentals, then the character is just that broken where I don't need to know what I'm doing, then yeah, definitely. Like someone's getting dropped 100%. But if it's like the character where I need to watch like X Lab Monster do whatever on Twitter, and then I spend a week in training mode, like then I'm definitely about it. So like it just depends. I'm a bit of both, but I'm definitely more of like an X copy kind of guy. I'm not really original.
So if I like nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like someone I play with a lot. Apology, man. This dude always complains about how I like we can be playing a match, right? And he does something completely new. I've never seen it before, and I just do it right back to him in the same match. And he's just like mind blown. He's like, "What the hell, dude? Like, stop copying. Can't
stop copying me.
Man, it's too good. Don't do good things.
You don't know how hard I worked on this. Like weeks, man, weeks.
That was 20 hours of lab time.
Yeah, he's just like, man, that took me forever to lab, and I'm just like, yeah, thanks for showing me that.
Nice.
Cool,
that's beautiful, man. I love that.
Yeah, I'm definitely that type of player.
That's awesome. So, what do you think about Zamas?
I hope he's Magneto. Yeah, I hope he's Magneto. He has like 8-way dash. He's probably gonna end up like Batman, to be honest. But like, I hope he's something like that. Like he has really good movement. He can just move around the screen really well, open you up in different ways. Just like, because what I really want is like a character with like different movement options. besides like IED back or like fastball and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So like if he actually has like a weird Marvel-esque kind of dash, that would be really sick.
And that's with the fly, right? Not the
Yeah, with the
yeah,
fly. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are hoping for that too because they basically described that it was going to be sort of a fly state and then 8-way movement attached to that, or I don't know if it's officially attached to it, but like that's what a lot of people are hoping for, and I feel like the game kind of needs that right now.
Mhm.
Because people are starting to get vocal on whether or not they're worried if there's going to be some unique characters with just straight up things that are just them, like
Yeah.
mechanics that are just them. And I think this is a great opportunity for that. I don't have the hands for that kind of shit, so I would enjoy watching other people try to make that work. Then again, in the game like with a game with Super Dash in it, does that really matter?
That's
Is it
true.
really?
You could definitely start flying, and then I'm gonna super dash at you.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, you're flying, you
Unless
can't
the
block.
Masu has a DP or something there.
What if he's got What if he got like projectiles you can't super dash through?
Okay.
Finally they do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that would
That'd be
actually be
crazy.
super sick.
That'd be like freaking. What do the kids call it? OD.
OD, yeah.
I-
It's definitely OD.
I think what people really want is to rock a different assist. I think that's probably
They don't want Vegeta.
well, yeah, the biggest complaint is that I guess because it's Dragon Ball game. I think it's because a lot of people that they want to rock their own characters. I guess, and they're just
Yeah.
like, dude, I don't really like Vegeta like that, and I have him on my team. Uh, that's probably the biggest complaints that I hear about. It's like, fuck, can I rock another assist? So I don't know.
You know what's weird about that is that there are
Mm.
several characters in this game that have that actual special move, but they can't use it as their assist. Like I think 21 has a version of that. Gotenks
Oh
has
yeah,
a
she
version of
steals
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. But they can't use it as their assist. So it's almost like, what if I just really like Gotenks, but he's got the wrong assist? But Vegeta has the right assist, but I hate Vegeta. So people are kind of caught between a rock and a hard place there.
Yeah. It's true. I don't know. Like with myself, I definitely didn't want to play Vegeta. Like when the game was coming out,
Mm.
I was one of those guys. Like, yeah, I don't like Vegeta in Dragon Ball, so I'm definitely not gonna play this guy.
Mm.
And then I lost like the first like 2 weeks of like Wednesday night fights, and I was like, I'm playing Cell Vegeta. Screw it.
Yeah. Don't regret it one bit.
Nope, we're here now, dude. Cell Vegeta definitely makes dreams come true, for sure.
I'm trying to stay poverty with my team, bro.
Sheesh.
Let me put my OGs in. Shout outs to Breaker Dave. What's funny is I follow him on Twitter. I don't think I've ever talked to the guy. I've stood next to him before, but I never talked to the guy before. But I always bring him up because he says it himself on Twitter. He's like, oh yeah, people shit on my fucking team or whatever. It's like, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, he plays
mean-
Vegeta now, man.
Oh, he
He
does?
sold out.
Yeah, he plays
Oh,
Vegeta.
okay.
Yeah, he
Oh
plays.
man.
He was
plays
beating my ass for
Boo.
his OG team, man. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's-
dude, make it work, please.
Yeah, that's why it triggers me when he's like, yeah, dude, my team's low tier. I'm like, dude, you actually play Vegeta. You play Fat Boo with 2 good assists. You play Fat Boo, Teen Gohan, and Vegeta. Like, how is that bad?
He's like, it just is. I've been told.
Yeah, it's just low tier, man.
Oh, he doesn't play Beerus anymore? Get out of here. I'm never bringing this guy up ever again.
Fraud. Can't switch teams like that. Isn't that weird? Like how people are allowed to like switch characters when they're already playing top tier. But if you play shit tier, you can't move it. You can't budge, or else you're a fraud. You're a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? How does that work that way? Like people are like, no, you played Yamcha. You gotta play Yamcha forever. I'm like, oh man, I should have started out playing Cell. Then you'd be like, yeah, I don't care who you play.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's exactly how I was. Like, I didn't know. I knew I wanted to play Kid Buu. Like, that was mostly it. And then I thought Android 18 was cool because I like the androids the most. And then like I was just like throwing whatever middle character. Like, I had Goku Black because he had cool hair, and like that was about it. And yeah, like I just kept swapping. Like I replaced Goku Black for Tien, and then I was just like, all right, screw it. And then I put Kid Buu, Cell, Vegeta, because like I was just like, yeah, Cell seems like the character. Because like that's how I felt in Marvel Infinite too, and like all recent fighting games. Right now, it's just like I'm playing what I like, and then there's like the business character, you know. And I just don't. I don't want to play the business character, but then when I lose to someone playing him, I'm just like, all right, screw it, I'm done. And then we just get right to business with Cell, Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like that's the best comparison to like taking PEDs, bro, performance enhancing drugs. It's
Trying to
like,
win
bro,
this shit,
bro, everybody's juicing. Why am I over here on some type of honorable shit trying to not juice and keep it natural when it's like, hey, what the fuck? This motherfucker over here is not even nowhere near as good as me, and he's juicing, and it takes him to that level. Watch me, bro.
We pick up this cell real quick.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh my
I've
God.
struggled with that for decades almost, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just never gonna be able to like give it up. And then finally, not in Dragon Ball, but in in KOF.
Yeah, I was
SNK
about to
threw me a
say.
bone.
I was about to say. I think you're a originator of Kim, so fuck you.
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say like they finally get through me a bone eventually. So you
Yeah.
know, it just
And you beat
it
Reynolds. Go figure.
yeah,
One of the
beat
guys
Reynolds.
that made
No
it into
problem.
Summit of Power. You beat him.
Oh man. So yeah, that's another good question. And this is not necessarily directly related to Reynolds, but I did want to ask you, with your experience at Wednesday Night Fights every week and at NCR, a lot of people want to know who are you not necessarily afraid of, but what do you think your biggest challenge is? You know, because
Okay.
I was gonna say outside of Reynolds,
Oh.
like we don't really see you have like these outside of Reynolds and Christian, you don't really have like these big barn burning brawls with anybody. You kind of steamroll people.
Yeah. I just think the only person I lose to is myself. Yeah, that's it. Like
Good
no,
answer.
yeah, like there's no one in this game that I don't think I can beat. And after NCR and just like training after that, I've like in any game I've ever entered a tournament in, I've never felt this confident. And it's just like the way I'm training, the people I'm playing with, how I'm like looking at my game and how I'm thinking about everything. I just feel so confident, and I just need to not get in my own head and like just kind of like doubt myself or kind of second guess myself in my decisions. Like I just need to believe in myself, and I'll be all right.
Oh man, the man has figured it out already. Shit.
How's your mineral consumption? That's a throwback to the Perfect Legend episode where he was talking about
very important point actually.
Gotta hold in those minerals.
Yes, whatever you do not release the minerals before top 8. There we go. Anytime before after top 8 is fine.
The minute.
Yeah, man. It is interesting because I've definitely had the experience to be able to play really good players consistently, and how that can help you develop not only a mindset in the game, but to challenge yourself at a level at such a high rate that you can, pretty much just constantly keep getting better, and that's really the most interesting thing to me about Dragon Ball FighterZ, specifically in the SoCal community, is that there's a lot of these really great players from different generations and different games that come together, and now you guys have quite a lot of things to pull from or ideas to create something new.
Yeah, yeah, like you're saying, like ideas to pull. Like I definitely, after losing the Reynolds so much and just playing him in general, I feel like the only reason I beat him this past week was just because I legit just played like how he does. You
That's
know,
what
like
you
I
gotta
just,
do, man. Like
yeah, like when I was playing him, I just noticed like, all right, he would definitely 2H me here, and then I would just 2H and it hit, and I'm just like, okay, this makes no sense. So then I just kept doing it because I was like, yeah, I think he'll like this will work. And then like I saw like a point where he got flustered or like he looked like not as fast in the scramble, and
Yeah.
I just capitalized on it. And then there were like those Vegeta comebacks I made, right?
Mhm.
Like I talked to Chris G about it. He's one dude I talked to a lot. Like I was just getting advice from him in general, and he was just like, yeah, like if you're ever down, just believe you're the best, and like you'll be okay. And then like I had Vegeta coming in, and like people always tell me like, yeah, like I can never close out against your Vegeta. It could be like 1v3 no matter what. I'm always in the game. So like when I was playing Reynolds, I was like, yeah, he's definitely gonna troll and mess around, and he definitely did, and he lost, and it was great.
Yeah, dude, teach him that lesson because that fucker's been doing that for years, and it's gonna be the end of him. But and you know what? There are no stakes too high that he won't not do that.
he doesn't give
He's
a fuck, dude.
crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazy because like everyone was telling me about Reynolds, like yeah, this guy was definitely trolling everyone in every game. I'm just like, holy crap, I can't believe it.
The troll in him is too strong because I've seen it break him where it's like, dude, what are you doing? It could literally be me, Gibby, and Hell Pocket sitting on the side watching them just annihilate somebody, right? But then it's like it's annihilating people that are not pushovers. Like if you give them the opportunity, they could turn the fucking game around. Like
Yeah.
these people are
Mhm.
great players, and that's exactly what will fucking happen. Brackets get reset. He had a fucking full run to win the goddamn game, and he was like, "Oh shit, bro!" Like I tried to fucking get him with this dumb shit, and now he turned the whole fucking game around.
Yeah, yeah. I just wish if he didn't do that, he would actually be the best. He would actually be the best. He just
So
needs to stop trolling.
who in your opinion, and in the realm of Dragon Ball Fighters, do you think are America's top 4?
America's top 4?
Yeah, let's just keep it small that way. I'm pretty sure, like there's plenty of people you could say are good, but let's put you in the hot seat for a second. Hurt some feelings.
I definitely think like Fox for sure, no doubt. Chris G, Reynald, and then like after that, I don't really know who could be the fourth because it's weird because like whenever I think of top like fives, there's always ties.
Mm-hmm.
So like the fourth, I don't know. Like I would always put myself last because I'm like the last person I would think about in terms of skill and like comparison. So like I wouldn't put myself there yet, but um I would definitely put like Apology Man tied there, like the Kill Sage tied there, maybe even Nakiel, I'm not sure, but yeah, like those dudes are mad good. But I would definitely body all of them except Sonic. Yeah, Sonic definitely messed me up, but definitely body everybody. They get the worst.
Have you played Fox yet?
No, I'm gonna play him in New York. It's gonna be great.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
sick.
learning experience. Can't wait.
Ooh, I cannot wait to see what happens there. He hasn't really played a lot of people on the West Coast in general, because like there
Yeah, I
hasn't been a
think
chance to meet other
the
than
only
friendly.
person was Vineeth, and we couldn't have picked the worst person. Yeah, Vineeth. Yeah, he definitely almost lost his West Coast privileges. But
Oh my
he
god,
made it back.
dude.
Made it back somehow. Shout out to the Hook Gang God for destroying Vineeth.
Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Damn.
Yeah, shout out to the Hook.
Shout outs to Hook Gang God. Well, cool. So like you got you got Fox, you got Reynolds, and you got Chris G, who are also in some of the power. So, and I'm assuming they're also going to Combo Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like this competition's getting really nasty, even before some of the power happens. And on top of that, we've got an announcement from apparently Panda Global is going to run some kind of league related to fighters. I don't know if anybody else has heard anything else about this. If they've released any updates. All I know is that they and Nakia are teasing something related to that soon. TM. Yeah. So exciting times for Dragon Ball FighterZ players. Hopefully, it gets some big momentum behind it because I gotta say I know I was totally willing to let this game ride out as a community game for a year, but I'm getting kind of antsy.
Yeah, right. We need something. We need something to happen.
I need some pot bonuses, baby.
We need some events, man. We need all the events. More events.
Like I know you just got picked up, and that's something that if it ever did go down that way, you'd be like, oh shit, like I'm about to pro Dragon Ball FighterZ player, baby.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely the dream.
Dude, need something to add to the resume, right?
To the resume, 100%.
Yeah, man. So hopefully, we can get some more information from that sometime soon. But you've got quite a tall order ahead of you because I think a lot of people are expecting you to be one of the more bigger damage dealers in this, at least in the American scene of Dragon Ball FighterZ. You obviously get to play the Japanese players with Goichi and Moke.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was it like playing each one of those guys, first of all?
Goichi was. I'll start with Goichi because it's like it's a lot longer story to explain. But when I played him the first couple games we played, it was very interesting because I had it like whenever I watch like really prominent players or just like any top player, right? That's like the face of the game or whatever. What I usually do is like I always like write files on them and like just like noticeable habits like what do they do when X person's on the screen, how do they move, or like how do they hit a button and stuff. So like with Goichi, when I played him, I kind of thought about those things I wrote up on him, and like it all made sense when I played him because like I would put myself in a position on purpose, and he reacted like with X option. like each time, right?
Mm.
Or like if I jumped, he would dash under at like a certain point, or like if he had no assist and he reacted by me approaching, he would put a button out or something like that, or like yeah. So like playing Goichi was just very it kind of opened my eyes to like a new different play style. Like it's very reactionary and movement based. So that's kind of what I'm trying to model my gameplay after. It's just like very movement based. Only push a button when you need to, calling assists to cover and blow certain things up, and then like just being very slippery. Cause that's what I feel like Goichi's main strength is. Like he has really good reactions and he's very slippery. Like you can't catch him, but when you do, you just gotta like go ham. Like you just gotta maximize your turn, because then you don't get a lot of turns versus Goichi,
Nah,
right? Yeah, and then playing Moke, I legit felt like I was playing the Japanese version of myself.
yeah.
Like when we were playing it actually just felt like I was playing myself, because I was actually so confused because I had never seen Moke play before. So I was just like, all right, like let's play. I want to see what you're about, you know. And we played a couple games, we played a couple sets, and it was just like the first one I was just mad confused because I was like, why would you do this? I would do this. And then it made sense, you know, like he's that type of player who believes in like what he's gonna do, and he just his mental fortitude is mad good. So playing him kind of is very fast paced. It reminded me of playing Marvel, sort of, where it's like we both have the same options because we play like almost a similar team except he has Trunks instead of Kid Buu.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like same with Goichi, but like playing Moke, it made me have to have like faster movement because he's more willing to swing more than Goichi. Because I feel like every time Goichi hits a button, it hits, right? But like every time Moke swings, it kind of take up space and for me to run into it, rather than he's trying to hit me. You know, he's just putting the button out there to like make me move a certain way or like to block or not move rather. So like playing him, it kind of made me need to need to have better movement and just react better. Like I think I played way better versus him in casuals than I did in the tournament. Like I choked mad hard versus him. But I think like if there's one person that I care about beating the most in like all the Dragon Ball community, it's definitely Moke. Yeah, I definitely want to mess that guy up. I really want to play him in a long set.
And like, I mean, you might have your chance coming up.
Yeah, I hope he goes the combo breaker. I really love to play a lot of games with him there.
Yeah, I think he should be there. Like, I know that with it being a premier event, you're gonna see a lot of players internationally showing up, and a lot of them who play fighters should be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I just recently found out Leffen is serious. Well, I mean, I not recently found out, but I just, the world finally saw how serious he was with fighters. So that's another, thing on your plate.
Yeah.
But Moke showing up is like, almost a given, because he plays Street Fighter. So yeah, he should show up. He should be there.
Yeah, hopefully.
I did want to ask though, with the talk about players and challenges and whatnot, like who would you like to see in the Summit of Power voted in with you?
Voted? That's so hard.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Who would I want in all four, or just like one other person?
Well, other than yourself, or yeah, let's go with one other person because I don't want to
Okay,
that's crazy.
One other person. If I had to pick. Am I thinking like as a homie, or like I'm definitely gonna
Well, the weird thing about Some of the Power is like I guess it's gonna be like a hangout tournament.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like a hangout tournament, but there's 10K on the line.
That is also true. So if you lose 10K, you're losing it to your homie.
Oh, wait a minate. We're gonna start splitting the pot.
Do I still gotta give you gas?
That shit were to go down, this would be the shit to do. Collusion. You guys didn't have a rule about this shit. You guys forgot.
No collusion. No collusion. Don't do it. But yeah, if I had to pick one other person, that's hard. I mean, I'm looking at the page right now of who's opted in. Besides Moke, I hope he makes it in so I could play him there. Besides Moke, probably I would say maybe Cloud. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe Cloud, fellow Marvel guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy's helped me a lot throughout the year. So it'd be cool to see him play at a big stage. But he definitely have to level up, play hard if he wants to compete. Yeah, he definitely has to level up.
Is he not he's taking it pretty seriously.
No, yeah. He's taking it pretty seriously. I think he's getting better, but He just needs to, I guess, get used to playing this game in tournaments. I think is his weakness right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he plays really well, like the casuals and stuff. But like in tournament, he plays mad weird. He doesn't play good. So we'll see. We'll see him at the next tournament.
That actually raises an interesting question because we do have a lot of players that come from different backgrounds. What type of mentalities have you seen that have been a lot more successful versus others? Like, how come somebody like Cloud hasn't just automatically gone to the very top in tournament placings, or versus X other players that are having a little bit of a hard time that are probably known as really great players in other games? Like we talk about Shanghai and ET and those guys getting work, you know?
Yeah. I think like the mindset that's really dominant right now in terms of this is like throughout the FGC and not only fighters is like there's players that just accept what's happening. They don't like complain or like try to like challenge it. They just find solutions. Like when you get to the point where you accept that like X, Y, and Z is going to happen at a point in the match, and rather than trying to prevent it, you are able to react to it and have an option to beat it. Like that type of mindset and like acceptance and being able to be ready rather than avoiding certain things is way better, I think. So like that's why someone like Goichi's mad good, where it's like most people kind of have autopilot solutions to get out of Dragon Rush. He's just like, I'm gonna deck it, you know? So it's like, or oh, there's a frame where I can walk under you, like he just walks under, you know? So like that's the type of stuff that I think is gonna push people to the next level when they realize like every like weird option that people complain about, there's a option to beat that. Once they realize that, that's when people are gonna start getting a lot better.
I've actually heard that being echoed a lot recently. A lot of people saying that your opponent isn't going to play the way you want them to, so getting upset about it isn't going to fix that. You know, I think that's something that has plagued the FGC or in competitive gaming in general for years. That this guy's playing like a bum or a scrub. He's not real. He's trash. I just got caught sleeping. A ton of excuses for that kind of shit. But people like never really adjust because of those.
Yeah, like, and honestly, everyone can have a bad day, but at the end of that day, you're just bad, you know?
Yeah.
So you just gotta get over it and play better. Just focus on the next tournament.
I think a good example is actually something we've constantly been talking about for like 2 weeks is the whole Dragon Rush deal, right?
Oh God,
because there's people that are like, no, let's find a way to that we don't necessarily have to deal with the Dragon Rush, right? Like instead of like just committing to teching it, it's like fuck that. I don't even want to. I want to try to not deal with it as much as possible. Kind of like how you're saying.
I just want to jump every time. Like get away from me.
Fuck this, man. I just don't want to deal with this shit. Fuck it, you know. And then there's people who magically deal with it. I don't know what the fuck. You guys drinking? What juice are you guys drinking?
I think they just accept the options,
Yeah,
like,
what is in the water?
No one wants to like be like that dude. No one wants to say like, oh, I guess I just have to adjust my life around Dragon Rush now. Like nobody wants to give up that kind of power, but you kind of have to because it's good. Like if you're not respecting it, it'll make your life hell.
Yeah, like if it's an option in the game and it's strong, so you have to be able to play with it, not really around it.
This is Street Fighter 2 throws all over again.
Like
I'm about to fuck this dude up, bro. He just fucking threw me.
Same thing with super dashes. Holy shit! Like I get so damn tilted when I see like someone do a bad super dash and it works out for them, and I'm like,
that's definitely my game.
You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that shit.
Yeah, I definitely be doing some big brain super dashing.
Oh my god, dude! I played some dude offline last night, and he did like the most galaxy brain super dash that because it gives you lower. It's in the air, so it's lower body invul, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And so I was hitting him with a low, and he just super dashed over it. And I'm like, "Did you just low hop by fucking crouching?" Like
wake up super dash?
Yeah, basically, right? Like he did like the freaking wake up hop super dash or some shit. I'm like, wow, this is not okay.
Yeah, that's actually my
that's my punished right for sticking something out. Yeah, dude. Like,
wake up super dash, 99-second super dash. That's the stuff.
And then you're like, oh man, I read the super dash. Let me try to 2H it, but my 2H was too slow. Damn, counter hit.
Counter. 99-second super dash is the mix-up right there.
Now,
Jump at you, hold forward, super down.
we're being pretty tongue-in-cheek about this thing dancing around a topic, but is there anything you don't like about fighters?
Anything I don't like? That's hard because I've been asked that question a couple times. But I'd say that I don't like maybe just Vanish being plus. That's like as close as I could get to not liking something. Just like the fact that Vanish is plus, like sure you waste a bar, but like it's not very hard to get bar in general in this game. Like blocking gives you hella bar, getting hit gives you hella bar. Like everything gives you bar. You breathe, you get bar. So I think Vanish being plus is not that good. It could be maybe 0, and then I could just reset neutral. I think that would be pretty good. But it being plus, it's just the mix up because sometimes you don't know if the Vanish is plus, and then you hit a button. Like that the whole height dependent thing is so weird too. It's like I don't understand why I mean it's
I don't know why it
designed
works like
around
that
that.
either.
Yeah, it's just so weird because sometimes they're higher than you and they're more plus, and sometimes they're like low. Like some characters have really weird hurt boxes. So like Trunks, like whenever he vanishes, he looks mad high, but he's really lower to the ground than you think.
Yeah.
So he's really plus. So it's just like this makes no sense. Thanks, game.
It's like, oh, so I gotta hold that. Oh,
Yeah.
all right,
Not always my
Oh,
turn.
okay.
Rest in peace.
Oh, okay. It's not my turn yet.
But I vanished. What vanish?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
I just think Vanish but overall the game's not good.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, Vanish seems to be the most common complaint amongst people when it comes to at least competitive play. Like, it just doesn't look like it should ever be plus, you know?
Yeah.
Like, under any circumstance. And then on top of that, there's like the varying circumstances where it's minus and you have to choose to challenge it based on, eyesight, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fighting games, really. That's just fighting games, but still,
Yeah,
it sucks.
it's so hard to like always have to react to that. 'Cause someone can like vanish and then vanish again like instantly. It's just like oh man.
Yeah, dude. Chain of vanishes, man.
Yeah, that's actually the worst.
Sparking is legit, though. I love sparking.
Yeah, sparking's good. I like the way it's balanced and how it works.
Yeah.
Because it's an important decision. It's like, all right, do I blow my level 1 sparking to do my cool combo, or like do I blow my sparking on block to like open this guy up, or do I spark to save my character even though this guy still has his spark? Like it's a really good like meta game within the game.
Yeah, it is actually. Like a lot of people were before just using it to save their third character. Now they're like, well, if you're on your if you're on the opponent's second character and you got a chance to spark, just blow them up. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. If you do this, if you go to one of these events and you win because you summon the dragon, to get into summoner power, no fucking doubt. If you're that dude that's like, oh my god, I came up with the most clutch summon of all time, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely in 100% at that point. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll sneak in some auto combos on some point.
There you go, man.
Hey man, be like me, like because I see me and Ronald got the same problem. Like if I'm winning and I got a chance to summon a dragon, I'll go for it. When I got like 5 hit confirms, I could have killed like 2 characters. Like nah,
yeah,
I got 2 balls left.
I gotta get these 3 auto combos.
Gotta get the 3 auto combos and then jack my gauge up to 7. It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, I always forget. You have to get 7 bars. I always
Yeah,
forget.
get 7 bars for that shit. I don't think they'll ever change that at all. They'll never change that. I feel like it's just.
Nah, they did that on purpose. 100%. Yeah.
For sure. Is there anything in relation to that? Is there anything you would like to see from Dragon Ball FighterZ? Not only the game, but maybe the competitive scene in the future.
I think right now, I just want to see where, like, whoever decides to invest in this game, like pro circuit wise, or like throw a tournament or host an event. I just want to see more events for the game in general. I feel like right now it's doing good, but I want to see how it is like after Evo. You know?
Oh boy, yeah, that's the test of time right there.
Yeah, I want to see how it is after Evo, and just like if there's still big events with like pop bonuses that are attracting international competition and even just like nationwide competition. You know, so I just want to see that out of Dragon Ball. Just everyone keep playing, pretty much.
You know, on that topic, it has to be extremely suspect as to pretty much every game that is a FGC game has had some type of support, big support, and what's going on behind the scenes with Dragon Ball FighterZ, and how come that hasn't come out in any official form? Like, something's got to be going on. There's no way that they haven't talked about this, right? I mean, just look at the Bandai Namco roster, right? Soul Calibur's coming out this year, and I almost promise you they're gonna get some fucking thing. I mean, Tekken already has their shit. Yeah, I wonder. I really do. I wonder what's going on.
Well, I mean, I would imagine it's like a bunch of complicated shit that if they could do it, they probably would have by now, because they have one of the rare opportunities to not only capture amazing players like Super Noon, but also capture amazing personalities like Super Noon. You know? So you get one great package, and there's several other players like that as well. I'm like, dude, this is like a commercial bonanza right now. I can't think that they're like looking at this saying like, we'll wait a year, you know? We'll wait till next time. Like, this is strike while the iron is hot territory right now.
I guess there is one thing that for sure Dragon Ball FighterZ has in common, MVCI, is that they're both dealing with licensed material. And you could see how that was a bit difficult more recently for MVCI. Is that something we're going to have a problem with going on into the future for something bigger for Dragon Ball FighterZ?
You never know. Honestly, you're dealing with a company that, for the most part, probably hasn't even heard of the FGC until now.
They run tournaments though in their show.
Well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that own Dragon Ball. You know,
that's who I'm fucking talking about.
What, Toei?
Yes.
Oh no, that's bad. Do they? What tournament do they run?
What do you mean the show? Dragon Ball Super?
Oh, you're talking about? Oh shit.
Come on, dude. It's all based around tournaments. How do you not know about the FGC, dude? Your show is FGC as fuck.
That's some good
logic.
That's actually some mad good logic. I like that. That was actually mad good.
Come on, dog. Like we got Jirins that lose all the time, dude.
Oh my god.
They come in really hot. Like, god damn, this guy's unbeatable. And then it's like they download this fool, and then it's like, I can't win a fucking tournament now.
All right, who's the Jiren of Dragon Ball FighterZ then? Who came in super hot and got just?
We might not be at the end of that arc yet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe the Jiren hasn't come out.
Okay. Well, I guess if we're like in the middle of it, I guess it's Sonic Fox or no, it's Goichi, I guess, because just straight giving everybody concussions and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Destroying the favorites.
Spotting everything.
You know, we thought I guess Sonic Fox's hit, and we thought that hit was gonna go in there and do something to Jiren, and then like, you know, nope, time skip your ass off this building real quick.
Anticlimactic. Holy shit, bro. That is literally 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Because that whole thing was very anticlimactic. Because they sent that shit to Vegas and just killed that rivalry. Like that's what happened with Hit. Because I don't know if you watched the rest of Super. Fuck, I'm sorry if I spoiled that for you, by the way. If you watch the rest of Super, but they have an interaction and it is very disappointing.
No, yeah, they definitely fizzled out. Like, you know.
Yeah, because Hit was looking beastie before that ever happened. It just fizzled.
Yeah. So their rivalry really was like the show then.
No, yeah, the rival was the show, and it was the show for Dragon Ball FighterZ for a long time. But I feel like they also gave other players a launching pad to like, you know, put their hand out to say, hey, us too, motherfucker. You know, like you did it. 2 Gig did it. Reynolds doing it. You know, that guy is hungry as hell right now. I haven't seen him so motivated in a long time. So there was still some benefit from that. But as far as like, you know, 1-to-1 comparisons go, yeah, like. They ran that shit into the ground.
They promoted this match forever.
Oh, God.
But I think it's hopefully in the future, like this topic that we brought up about getting the support in some official type way. It's such a travesty if it were to not happen, because there's just so much money on the table, and so much, not even just money, but looking at it from an FGC perspective, if there was ever a game that majority of us were to support, to be like, yeah, dude, you know what? If you want to represent us through this game, so be it. make that shit fucking happen.
Mhm.
I think most people would co-sign for this game.
Yeah, I feel like Dragon Ball is just that big enough where like there's just someone out there who's just like, yeah, I watched this show.
Mhm.
Or like, you know how like Smash 4 finals was like on Disney XD or something?
Yeah.
Like I don't see why you can't have a tournament and just put it on Toonami, you know?
Oh man, those are things that we like when we first heard of this fucking game. Right? We were like, dude, like all the theories started coming in. Like, oh, bro, I'm fucking Toonami. Oh my god, yes. Like, why the fuck not? Stream this shit on Crunchyroll.
Stream it on Crunchy.
Hell yeah, dude. Actually, they probably would stream it on Crunchyroll, at least the replays.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like there's like a ton of things you can do with this game, and like I said, they're not looking at this and saying there's no possible way we can make this work. They're probably thinking of all the different ways they can make this work. They're just caught up in what's very likely some really dumb red tape.
Yeah.
And that's what always kills the fun. So we have to just be patient while Bandai Namco massages the shoulders of whoever's gumming up the process, and hopefully gives them the reins to do something cool with it. That's why it's so That's why I'm so thankful that Beyond Summit and Panda Global seem to be doing whatever they can to keep things pretty hype. In the meantime, in addition to the grassroots FGC, so this is a very community-driven game with a little bit of outside interests who are very cool to us to allow us to have a little bit more fun with it before we get to hear the inevitable announcement after Evo, hopefully, and then of course there's Evo.
Yeah, there's always Evo.
Also, we kind of already talked about it already, but there's something that we're not considering in this whole season as far as like players that have or haven't emerged as great players for Dragon Ball FighterZ is there's regions that have not been represented in these games yet, right? Like Texas is having a big tournament coming up soon, Combo Breaker in that location. Combo Breaker is usually a really big game. Who knows, man? People might go out there and get fucked up by a local, and it's like, oh yeah, this fucking legend plays this fucking game, this local legend.
It's happened before, so like it's at that tournament too.
Yeah.
Combo
Breaker's Midwest got a lot of players, dude. So like anybody could show up and just have that. I don't know if it's a luck factor or what, but they could just have it for that weekend and just make yours and a bunch of other people that everybody expected to be in top 8 just their weekend whole like a living hell, basically. That's what's exciting about this game right now, because no one really knows like who really holds the fucking crown, Like no one really knows who sits in the throne right now, just the people we've seen. And I still think that the people we've seen are easily the best to like fight for that position, but you never know when somebody will just like sneak in there from behind and be like, it's not my fault you don't watch my streams.
Yeah. Like not everyone has a NLBC, right? So,
not everybody. That's a great argument. Not a lot of people have. Not everybody has NLBC or Wednesday Night Fights. They might have a version of it, but maybe it just doesn't get as much action or to get enough, support or eyes on it to really make an impact. But they're still there. They're still out there, and I think that the well is a lot deeper than we give it credit for. And when it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ, and yeah, we'll probably see how deep it goes at Combo Breaker and CEO.
Yeah, CEO 2.
CEO 2 is going to be also. I'm not going to make it to that one. That's too expensive. They want like $600 just to get out there.
Let's struggle.
I ain't sponsored yet, man. NRG, you need the commentator. I'm like, did they sponsor commentators still?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know about that well.
Give me NBC. Hook me up, please.
NBC.
NBC. Like I know they employ people, right? I can put on a suit.
So I guess to kind of round out these topics and looking more forward into the future, more so into the development of the game. Is there anybody else that you would like to be in this game that has yet to be announced?
Has yet to be announced?
Yeah, characters. Yeah. Let's go.
Hard. I want the Saiyaman, dude. Yeah, give me the Saiyaman. Make him a different character.
Choice.
Yeah, give me the Saiyaman.
Was that on the leak list?
That was all right. So That was technically on one of the leak lists, and not
Uh-huh.
for this season. It was for season 2.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
there was a list of people that they were saying that they already data mined, or there was a meeting that was held, and they
Uh-huh.
discussed who they wanted to put in season 2 in the meeting. And I'm like, all right,
Uh-huh.
sure. And one of the characters was supposedly Videl with the Great Saiyan Man assist, like built in.
Like an Android character.
Android character,
Like
exactly,
a
which
7
is pretty
or like
popular
8.
in this game, so I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
17 though
Yeah, I
was on
want
that list, wasn't he?
Saiyan Man. I mean 17, yeah. I want
17 was
for sure.
on the leak list for season 1, and it's looking like that might be a legit thing because with Zamasu, fused Zamasu appearing,
Uh-huh.
and as Shonen Games put it, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be fused Zamasu and Vegito Blue, but they retracted the Vegito Blue part because he was not actually in that issue of V Jump.
Mhm.
So there's a possibility that he will be in the next issue of V Jump. We're assuming, and they'll probably be released in the same month. So that would be right now 1-for-1 with the leak list, and I think people will be pretty excited for that. Up until the inevitable
Base
announcement
Vegeta.
of Base Vegeta and Base Goku, man.
Yeah, can't wait to play some Vanilla Go.
Vanilla Goku, dude. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with those characters. Like, I think there's, a lot of unique movements that they had in that era that just didn't carry over for the rest of the series. But really, did anybody want to see another Vegeta and another Goku on the roster?
You know what?
That's rough.
After the way that people aren't digging this Vegeta, I think they might. To be honest with you, you know what?
If he doesn't have Cold Star,
Yeah, let me play
Cold.
the hipster Vegeta. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm too cool for this shit. Let me play
just
OG.
play Vegeta Blue, and
Nah, man, that character's only Fame plays the character.
Is he bad? No, he's not.
I honestly don't know if he's bad, but it's not Vegeta, bro. He doesn't have Vegeta.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't have Vegeta.
Come on, dude.
I need the Vegeta assist, but I hate it. But yeah, so that's that this list is looking pretty good right now, and a lot of people are excited for it. So it's still not impossible for them to ride out the entire season and then announce season 2 along with a pro league or something like that. I think people will still be plenty excited for that. But I'm getting dry mouth waiting for this shit, man. Like I'm freaking dying over here, starving in the desert.
Yeah, like I just want them to announce everything and then just don't tell me when it comes out. Just tell me you got stuff.
Yeah, just tell me we're doing it, right? Don't tell me it's gonna happen in a year. Just tell me it's gonna happen.
Yeah, just tell me it's happening and we're good, and I'll forget about it. And then when it happens, I'll get hyped again.
I mean, you're going to school anyway. You got other stuff to do in the meantime.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's definitely true.
I mean, I'm over here at work. Like, I definitely need time and date. Freaking want to quit my job every damn moment of the morning. Shit.
Oh shit! We're getting into the real Game Goons talk here.
Dude, you don't even understand. When Dragon Ball FighterZ gets, I can't even. I won't go all the way candid because there's some sensitive shit pertaining to my job and the things that I did to support Dragon Ball FighterZ. But let's just say that I for sure would have had an easier time if I was not working there. There we go. And for a couple of days, it seemed like I wasn't.
What would your mom say though?
Actually, she was like, go do it, dude. Like, fuck that place.
No, she was like, do you?
Yeah,
that's supportive, man.
I was like, all right, yeah.
Shout outs to the moms that support their children.
Yeah. My supervisor was like, yeah, go ahead and do it. She was like, go handle that shit. Just give them. She was like, give Bandai Namco my card though.
Give Bandai
in case they need anything. So I got kind of hooked up, but still.
All right. So just to give you guys a heads up, we're nearing towards the end of this awesome interview. But to give you guys a little bit of time, just giving you guys a heads up, we do have questions that we're going to answer towards the end. Gibby has been dropping them, our illustrious producer, under the Game Goons account to the Discord. So if you guys want to ask us some questions or ask Super Nooner some Dragon Ball Fighter stuff, please head on over there and ask away. So here's something we were kind of talking about that I feel like you definitely touched on it a little bit. How long did it take you to realize when this game first came out that people were hella whack at this game? That like surprisingly, like, damn, you kind of suck at this game, bro.
I would say definitely after the first week. Like,
Dude, I'm not even a great player by any means, right? But I played some notable names, and I was like, "Damn, you suck! Like, you gotta suck at this game."
yeah, like, I don't know, like, I just thought there were like just like, how do I explain it? There were just people that I played like the first week or first 2 weeks, and I was like, yeah, they're mad good. And then I like played them time,
Uh-huh.
like after that, like when I learned or like when I picked up Cell or whatever, and
Yeah.
I just like destroyed it. And I was like, man, what's happening? What's going on here?
Yes.
Yeah. So like that, like I don't know. I don't know if people just stop learning. I feel like that's the thing is like people didn't like adapt and move forward and learn with like the meta and like didn't learn counters to it, and they're just kind of like stuck.
Just
You know?
doing shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's exactly what I did. So I know we played a couple matches at NCR, and you totally freaked me up. So you know, I'm definitely.
Yeah, I
on that
forgot we
list.
played. I was
Whoa! Come on my show and you insult me like this. How dare you?
So not memorable.
but yeah, you know that's usually the culprit is that people are just like, oh man, I lost a bunch of matches. Clearly, I just need to tighten up my execution. You know, which isn't a fallacy, but it's probably not the only thing you need to fix.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's people some people don't want to work. They just want to be bad at fighting games and complain about it.
They just want the easy way out.
Dude, tell me about it.
Because like people always think like I just started playing fighting games and it's like super easy. I'm just like, no, dude, I definitely have been playing for like 8 years.
You know what that is though? It's because you have like this really wide-eyed, bright-eyed face. You're just all looking at people and you're like really excited to meet new players that are good and stuff. And you're like really enthusiastic, and they're just like, "Oh, this motherfucker hasn't been touched by the bitterness of the FGC yet. He still believes in hope. I will fix that."
No, yeah, I'm definitely just want to meet everyone. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's a good quality to have, and I hope you hold on to that. Don't ever let them make you mad about being in the scene.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Gibby. Super producer Gibby, bring yourself out here. Answer these goddamn questions, bro.
Oh no.
Uncle Gibby. Mm. Mm.
How many do I think he'll have?
Hey everyone, I forgot to unmute myself here.
Oh wow.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Sorry. Yeah, so the question was, how many dramatic finishes do you think there will be against Fusamas?
Dramatic finishes.
Well, there's got to be a Trunks one.
Yeah, there definitely has to be like a Trunks one, like a Goku Black one for sure. Like those are the only two that pop into my head.
Oh,
that's why we need Vegito Blue, dude.
Oh, you're right. Vegito Blue.
Well, yeah,
You're right.
Two then, yeah. I'm gonna go with Trunks finish and Vegito Blue finish, but it's Zamasu finishing off Vegito Blue.
Yeah.
What about Blue Vegeta and Goku?
I don't know what source they could take that from as a dramatic finish goes, because Trunks kills Fuse Zamasu, but Fuse Zamasu supposedly kills Blue Vegito. So,
yeah,
that's the only two things I could think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for the spoilers.
Oh, I know, right?
That's literally just now airing on American TV, so I'm like, shit, I can't even.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! This happens. Shit, fucking.
Watch it on Real Player, dude.
Spoiler alert! Yamcha doesn't die.
All right, I like that one. So next question is again from Lionheart16. He asks, if base Goku and Vegeta do become DLC, would you prefer them to be Saiyan / Frieza Saga or Tournament of Power Saga base forms?
Saiyan.
Yeah, it's a Saiyan Saga. So that way they're not already like super crazy. Yeah. Like they're crazy, but they're not like how they are now.
Mm-hmm.
I want Vegeta to have his tail.
Vegeta with the monkey super? I'm gonna have to play that character.
Yeah, I want Vegeta where he looks like he's 4 feet tall. And has like the brown hair instead of the black hair.
Yeah.
That was like the orange and blue suit or some shit like that, where he had the armor that was orange because they had a coloring mistake or some shit.
Yeah.
And the leaked assets for it show him in that armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the ones that they were using for the modding base, that they were in their Saiyan Saga uniform. So
Mm,
it's gonna happen.
hopefully.
Okay. Next question comes from Benigmatica. This is for you, Supernoon. He says, "Hi, Supernoon.
Okay.
Before playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, what games did you play? Also, who is your rival? Who do you see as your rival, rather?"
Ooh, that's a good question. All right. I played like should I just say tournament or like all fighting games I played? Because like the first tournament game I played was like Mortal Kombat 9.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I entered like 2 tournaments for that game, but that was like what got me into the FEC.
Uh-huh.
But what like got me really into it was Marvel 3, because like Ultimate Marvel 3 had just dropped.
Yeah.
So yeah, that got me into like just knowing my scene around me and just playing with people.
Uh-huh.
And then I played a lot of Marvel Infinite,
Yeah.
of course, right? That's super recent. I played Street Fighter 5 Season 1 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of SoCal guys know that. And then Dragon Ball FighterZ. But yeah, it's mainly Marvel. It's mainly Marvel 3 and Marvel Infinite for me. And then my rival. But that's a broad question. Does he mean in this game or overall? Like just someone I've encountered and then I just want to beat them in everything.
I would say, uh,
Like are we going full anime? Like it's the one guy I just never
yeah,
want to stop playing?
just go with that. Yeah.
Full weeb.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. If we're going full anime, it's definitely my friend Jabril.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy from Seattle. I remember when I met him, we hated each other. He was just so annoying and he
He's
just
like,
talked
what?
so much.
You
Yeah,
hate me?
He's like listening to this right now. Like,
He's in the chat.
he's in the chat. Yeah, like when I first met this dude, he
Uh,
definitely was just like so annoying, and everyone didn't like him. We're just like, please stop talking. So annoying because he would just talk trash, but it wasn't even good trash, and we would just always like ban him, because we were just like, yeah, please stop talking. And then like I met him and we played at Evo. Like I met him at Evo and I was trolling him. Like I was holding up a sign that said like F Jabril while he was playing, right? And
wow.
he was getting bodied by
Uh-huh.
by someone, and I put down the sign because he looked super sad. And then I like tried to
oh,
coach him and help him, and then he ended up like doing well and stuff like that. So it was pretty good. But then after that, we became we're pretty close friends now. Like we talk every day most of the time.
Hmm.
But yeah, definitely like any game that I play, I want him to play because he's always just a little bit better than me, and it makes me mad. But that's what always keeps me improving. Like right now for me in Dragon Ball, I would say that's Renault. Like he's always just a little bit better than me, and like I know that I'm nowhere like far from his level, so that's why I just keep going hard.
Mm.
Yeah.
that's a good answer.
So boom. All right. Next question comes from EX Wildwolf. He says, "Hey, Supernoon, what would you like to see changed system mechanics wise in order for the game to flow better?"
Just make Vanish 0 on block.
Mm.
Make it 0 on block. That's all I want, honestly. Oh, fix Super Dash tracking too. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that. Yeah, make it so Super Dash doesn't like 180 when you need it to. It's always when you need it to.
Never on accident.
It's never on accident. It's always when you need it to. That thing curves around and just gets you the unblockable hit somehow. But yeah, just those 2 things mainly.
Okay. And this question is from Red Gohan. He asks, "Now that it's been nearly a month since their release, what do you all think of Bardock and Brawly?"
Bardock is so stupid.
I
That
was
character
gonna
is
say
so
like top
dumb.
4 right now, right?
I don't even know where to put him, but like that character is mad good. Shout outs to Reynold. I hate you. Yeah, that character is mad good. Like the thing with Reynold too is this guy, all his characters he plays, they all have good 2Hs.
Oh yeah, no, he likes to hitting that shit on
Yeah,
both
he
sides.
definitely loves hitting 2H. Yeah. So like when I got hit by Bardock 2H, I was like, yeah, this character's mad good. Yeah, I was instantly
Did you try to
annoyed.
vanish it? You like, oh shit, I'm gonna vanish this shit, and like got popped anyway.
Got
Yeah,
vanished
there
and
it
then he
is.
hit me anyway, and I was like, oh, sick. It's definitely a Reynold character. It's over. Yeah, and then Lariat being like not punishable on block.
Oh god.
Because a lot of times he could backdash and you'd have to like read it and like hit a button to track, but then Like Reynald using the cosmic brain he has, he'll just hit a button anyway. Yeah, it's definitely a mind game.
I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that shit he did to freaking 2 gig to wake up Dragon Rush when he was supposed to be
Oh
dead?
my god.
Like, we talked about that last week, and I'm like, you just
Oh yeah.
exploded the universe right there.
Yeah, he's definitely a bully for that.
Oh my
100%.
god. So you gotta be on that level, man. Like when you go to the, if you get into some of the power, you gotta be on that level of just like.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't give a
Reynald when he
fuck,
played
dude.
2 gig, it was grand finals last game, and he just walked up to him and did nothing, and then like hit him. Like, like this dude's willing to do that, and it's just like, why? Like this dude's definitely gonna be playing Goichi, and he's gonna like walk up and hit 5H or something. And it's just gonna be like, what? And then it hit. And
If
Reynald,
he's feeling himself at some point, dude, without a fucking doubt, he's gonna do some.
no,
crazy shit.
here's the reason. So if I make it to Summit, right, I definitely want to be there when he's playing anyone, so I can yell the things I yell at him when we're at a tournament, and he can just turn around, look at me, and give me like that smile. That
Yeah.
actually that makes the day. That makes the whole tournament worth going. Because he just does something sick when he knows that, like I'm in awe, and then like he
Yeah.
turns around, he's like, yeah, you like that.
yeah, he does do that shit.
Mhm,
He's like,
yeah,
I know you get it. It's because he knows that you get it. He knows that you know what he just did. He's like, hold on, I need to find my people who know exactly what I just did. Right?
Yeah.
Like, right?
Am I crazy? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He does
Yeah.
that shit all the time.
I'm the shit. Yeah.
yeah. He's just like, yeah, I'm sick, dude. Like
He either does
mid-match,
it
the
to you when
game's
you're
nowhere
not
near
watching
over.
him. He either does it
Yeah,
to you when
we
you're
were
watching him,
playing
does
one
it to you when
time,
you're
like
playing him, and he looks at you.
yeah,
looks
he
at
like he did like a touch of death combo, and he was laughing while he was doing it, and he was just like, yeah, I'm sick, and I was like,
Yeah. Oh man.
That's such a
Good
Reynolds thing to
shit.
do.
Yeah, it is, man.
All right, and final question comes from your boy Jabril.
oh,
He asked, "Who do you expect to win Summit, and what is the difference between a top 16 and a top 8 player in Dragon Ball FighterZ?"
okay. So who do I expect to win Summit? That's a loaded question. That's mad hard. That's hard. Because we don't know who's gonna qualify, and I don't know if I'm in it. Because if I'm in it, I'm definitely gonna win.
Yo,
There you
Um,
go.
but let's Hook Gang God definitely has a really good chance. Shout outs to Hook, my teammate. Hook, uh, Goichi, and I want to say Reynolds. I think are my picks. Those are my three. Out of everyone there, those are definitely. Oh, Sonic too. I can't discount Sonic ever. Actually, I always forget he's in Summit because like I just forget. But
just
yeah,
like
Sonic, those four. Sonic's like the auto, and so I always forget. But yeah, those four definitely they're looking pretty strong. So yeah, those four for sure. And then like the top 16 to top 8 question, I think a top 16 player is it can be anyone, honestly. So can a top 8 player. But the thing with top 8 player is um they have something, it's something in the decision making and in the mindset that a top 16 player may or may not have. It could be just dormant or they just don't know about it. And it's like how I talked about it earlier in like decision making to accept certain things that are going to happen. So they're just more prepared. So that's usually what it comes down to is like the top 8 player for the most part is usually just way more prepared overall than the player they beat for top 8 most of the time. That's what I believe.
So I'm like smiling really hard at you answering the question because I just imagine that Chris is like, yeah, dude, me, that one time I placed top 8 at CEO, that really speaks volumes of who I am.
it does,
Yeah.
man. I mean, that's like
In a nutshell, dude, you just named.
I was able to accept that this guy Alfonso was
Oh.
going to not block my wake up thrust kick out of the corner, and I got this for it. So I mean, totally worth it. You're right. That's the mindset of a top 8 player. Be able to handle all situations as they come.
Oh,
Good or
whoa,
bad.
he's got
the
it right
CEO
there, dude.
now,
It did not take him long to pull that shit out.
he had it on deck.
Had it
Chris,
Carry it
always.
with
can we
the
see that? Can we see that medal again, Chris?
Always be ready. That's my motto.
Oh man, that thing
You're
looks
always ready. You ain't got to
pretty.
get ready.
He definitely had it right.
Always be ready and have that little guile meme where fucking Super
Oh.
Mario is about to jump.
Yeah.
Always be ready. What's up, bitch?
Oh.
What's up? Gal in the cut, baby. Flash kick. um, that's fucking uh yeah, that's fucking Hot Pockets in a nutshell right there.
No,
I'm telling you,
yeah,
he was definitely bro. Hey, good looking out, bro. Thanks for describing me. I do definitely make good decisions, you know,
all the
and
time, man.
not just in Dragon Ball Fighters, but in life in general.
Definitely, I'm just a sick human.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's
Definitely
why
just
people don't want me to commentate top eights anymore. Because like, dude, you're just gonna end up in top 8 anyway.
Without question.
No, without question, dude. NorCal, they gotta keep me out. Somebody start gatekeeping me. Anyway, enough about me. I think we actually got another question in the chat.
No,
in the
I think that
Discord.
was just a follow up to
Oh, okay.
what
Okay.
something
More
else.
dramatic finishes. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, guys, fuck. So what? Okay, to help plug, I know maybe you can't even talk about it or anything like that, but I know you were saying that for people to keep an eye on you because you got a lot of stuff coming out soon to help promote your bid into Summit of Power, right?
Yeah. So that it should be out next week sometime. I don't have a definite date, but sometime next week because that's when voting opens.
Okay.
So the video should be out by next week. I'll tweet it. NRG will tweet it, I'm sure. I'll be streaming tomorrow maybe, and then for sure when I get back, and as much as I can before Texas Showdown. I'm just kind of busy this week because TSB. And yeah, just follow me on Twitter. Like everything I do will be posted on there for sure. So yeah, just follow me there, and you'll see everything or anything I might tease or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, and then yeah, don't forget to follow. Shout out to my sponsor, NRG Sports. Don't forget to follow them at NRG. Or NRG GG. Right.
Remember what this man said today, and put it on a T-shirt or something because it was freaking prolific.
Yeah, man. As a dude, we were talking about it the other day. Is you had definitely been a consistent top placer at WNF. You've done great against other top players. You've carried yourself very well in Dragon Ball Fighters, and without a doubt are considered one of the best players in Dragon Ball Fighters. And yeah, man, we wish and hope that you're gonna make it in. Actually, we believe, cause you know, with the Game Goons bump, bro, with the Paozu Arcade bump.
Yeah. I just need. I need the clout, man. I need all the clout.
Dude,
I need to
yeah, the
absorb
clout's
it.
important.
Hey, you're SoCal, bro. You're
Yeah.
SoCal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I need the SoCal clout will get me in for sure. Because I feel like at this point, like there's so many random people that I've never seen in my life. They're like, yeah, I've been playing Street Fighter since you weren't even born, but I like you. And I'm just like, all right, shit, you know. And they just walk up to me. I feel like I'm the prodigal son of like SoCal right now because I'm like the kid. I'm on the come up. I'm doing all this stuff, and they just want to see me do well. So like, I hope I can do well for them. You know.
That's awesome.
All right, man. Well, you know, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show, dude.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. It was a blast.
For sure. I definitely appreciate another different mindset on this game. We've been really lucky here at Mount Paozu Arcade to get so many different outlooks on this. And yeah, like I said, we look forward to your success. And yeah, we're definitely gonna invite you to come back on, man.
Yeah, I'd be happy to come back.
But yeah, folks, you know, so much to look forward to in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So many new tournaments, so many great new faces from other parts of the gaming FGC. And yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you watched, please follow and or subscribe to the Game Goons channel. But yeah, expect a lot of stuff from Mr. Super Noon himself and Game Goons to try to support as much as possible, man. Yeah, definitely hook you up with those retweets, and we'll keep talking about it on the show.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know, if Hell Pockets ain't SoCal, he's at least West Coast. So we gotta push for that. Yeah, Cali, baby.
California bump. Yep.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I mean, that's all I gotta say. But I'll let Chris Hell Pockets.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Mount Paozu Arcade. And once again, I want to thank our guest Supernoon for joining us. We look forward to seeing more of you in the future. And you guys at home, remember to always keep it super, if you know what I'm saying.
Soft